Welcome back. It's weird starting an episode on the screen since usually this means that we're starting a new recording session, but that's not the case here. We're opening up. I mean, not totally opening yet, but at least starting on the pool. Still don't know why you can't rename these things partway through after having made the garden, but this pool will now and forever be the pool. The stars can't even calm down. Huh. I was not aware of that? No, no, stop it. I always forget. Hi.
Some people don't like serpents just because they like marshmallow candy.
They want to eat the marshmallows themselves. Oh, look at you, you evil man. I like how this guy spawned, like, actually. Like, when I entered the garden, he was already here. Like, he didn't appear. He didn't come out of a cave or something as soon as I came here. He was actually already on the map. Also, no, I don't have serpents yet. Go away. This game is lying. You know, this tile path here, the crazy paving, it's super expensive though, isn't it? That looks like it would be good for putting around a pool. We'll have to test out a couple different kinds of paving. I'll have to think on different ways to make this look and feel more like a pool other than just having to have some paving around around some water. That's an idea. I try to do something kind of fun and interesting with these. Like, you can see that the game itself even came up with the idea of having like a little bridge over water, which is something that I actually did in the first game, after having seen somebody else do the same thing. I really wish I had the option to just start with an empty garden.
My head's spinning. Let's deal with these items first. Then you can decide what else you want to sell.
I just broke the thing. Whoops. I've never seen Lonnie do that. That's kind of funny. No! No, none of you guys. None of them. This might be a bad place for crustacean, but I don't think there's going to be any point in having one here. I don't remember what attracts crustaceans. Out of curiosity. We're mostly going to see a number of new piñatas appear here, like the Chippo. That one only appears, at least in the first game, once you have tons and tons and tons of water. Sand and water. Yeah, I don't know if these guys are going to appear here or not. I don't know if I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to have any sand here. Here, though, this time, I will actually start by, like... So this one's going to be one of the more, like, clean and taken care of ones. In contrast to the other gardens I've been doing for the past while, actually. Eh. There. Couldn't do both those at one time. This one's gonna look like it's like upkept and maintained and all that. So let's start by actually filling all this stuff in. That's an interesting shape this thing's got, like a 6-pointed star. Why are there liquid toads here? Oh, because I have water. That's gonna change. Alright, fill that in. I guess to start with I can just put down some... Oh, it's alright. To shrink the thing. You can't get the corners quite right, I don't think, unless you shrink the cursor. I will start by filling stuff up with grass, although I don't know if you're going to want grass everywhere or not. I mean, it's supposed to be more like a pool, so you'd want more like clean, flat surfaces. I don't really know what good alternative is to grass. Maybe I will put sand down in a few places. I'm not sure. I don't really want dirt anywhere. That's the tricky part. This game has really nice grass texture, by the way. Like, they really could have just, like, had some obviously repeating grass texture. But no, like, they got some... I don't know how they do the grass in this game. They've got these, like, really pretty patterns. I won't be surprised if they actually just had one big grass texture across your entire garden. Just, like, one big design they made for the entire garden, and you're just unearthing that as you plant grass. So the question is precisely how much water we need. It's a lot, but I'm not quite sure how much. I think you do want, like, a majority of your garden to be water for the Chippo. Like, it's a freakish amount of water you need. Like, at least in the first game, the Chippo is, like, the Piñata. Look, man, that's not my fault. They did that to themselves, whatever they did. I was gonna make a joke at some point about no running in the pool, or around the pool. Running in the pool might be difficult. And that would just be the natural consequence, but then they just, like, die when there's nothing but dirt and grass. Like how not even the crocodile is coming in here. Yes, in the first game, like, the ultimate challenge for water in your garden was the Chippo. I don't know if we'll have any other water piñatas in this game or not, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think we've put down a single blade of long grass in this game yet. That'll come eventually. Well, actually, the Haunted Woods would probably be the place for that, wouldn't it be? I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I'll need to remember that once I go back there. This is a new song, I think. And naturally, I heard most of the soundtrack of the first game over and over. And believe me, if this seems like a pain, you know that it had to be much, much worse in the first game when you'd start with mostly dry and cracked earth. Dude, what is this dragonfly's problem? And unless you knew the trick of using a mailbox to turn it all into dirt, like, you had to just, like, spend forever turning that stuff into proper dirt. Anyways. And if you missed, like, a really small bit of ground, you couldn't put any, you couldn't plant anything in or anything like that. Okay. So, what I'd like to do is actually plot some of the stuff out to start
extending
with.
the opening hours would pay off. Come in, come in.
Oh. We're already halfway to the episode. Whoops. Where's Crazy, by the way? Crazy 50. Yeah, that sells for almost as much as you buy it for. Actually, that's interesting. So, one thing I wanted to see, does the disco, like... It does glow. No, it doesn't. Huh. That doesn't look too bad for, like, making a pool, does it? I don't know. It is a little weird.
You know, this could start to get annoying real fast.
So block paving, cobblestone. Cobblestone isn't bad. Don't want rusty metal. Polished catwalk.
Your butt?
I don't know if this fills the whole space or not. It does. Still, it is indeed polished, though, which is awkward looking. I wish it could be daytime. It's not the color I thought it would be. It's not as gray as I expected. It could be cool to have this, like, it's almost like wet looking, so it could be cool to have in certain places. Like, maybe as just like the...
Your problem is you don't recognize quality goods when they're staring you in the face.
If you have it right around the perimeter.
That's not...
Actually, this is cheaper.
Found what you want?
Oh, geez, that's a lot more. Okay. I didn't think that'd be nearly as gaudy as it was. Wow. And that could have its place somewhere.
I wish you'd stop changing your mind.
This one doesn't fill the whole space. That's definitely not going to work. Cobble is cheap. Block is not as cheap. Crazy is absolutely not cheap. Octagonal is very not cheap for some reason. We could have the polished stuff like on the very edge, and then around that, other stuff could be something like the cobble or crazy. I think crazy honestly is the nicest thing, but it just costs so stupidly much. Alright, so let's outline something with this, which I know is going to end up costing a lot, but oh well. Thing is, you can only have so much of this stuff to start with. I'm not going to worry too much about this being like perfectly centered or anything. Oh. It's not like the pool needs to be perfectly centered on the pool grounds. You can also have multiple pools, like a smaller one somewhere. I can't really make them different depths, but still, it's something. It's actually better, though, from some perspectives, to have fewer larger pools. Because if we can only put down so many slabs, then it's good to have fewer bigger pools.
Take your time. You'll clean me out. Let's pay for this lot, and then you can carry on shopping.
Yeah, fine. Look at this guy.
I might see how much it will cost to... Don't...
But the amount of area, the ratio of area to the perimeter is better in my favor. You know, like what we did over here too, is more in my favor if I have more, or if I have fewer bigger ones, because I can only put down so many tiles like this. Yeah, look at this guy. It's all he has to do. It's mean. It's not costing quite as much as I was worried it would, actually.
Transaction's done. No credit or refunds. Sold as seen. Nothing I...
Okay. Do I want to have another one somewhere? I don't know if this is going to be enough space. I don't know if it's going to be enough water to start with. We might have something like, two smaller ones like this. How many across is this? Is that 7? 7. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm surprised I haven't hit the limit yet, honestly. I don't know what the limit is for tiles, but I was never very impressed by the number of things you put in your garden in the first game. In the first game, you definitely could not cover the entire perimeter of your garden in fencing, for instance. You just couldn't get enough, they won't let you put down enough stuff to do so.
Thanks. I wish I'm sure...
I'm sure you can do better than that, uh-huh. Okay. It's kind of weird. I didn't expect it to be so brown. Oh well. And then we can have some, like, tile in the middle here, I think. What could be nice, actually. It's no real problem right now with having a bunch of sour candy or anything here. And are we out of time for the episode?
Hello.
Look.
Chocolate cash melting in your pocket. I'll take it. I'm not fussy.
But what do I want to have here? So there's cobble. So I guess brown might be fitting. I didn't want this to be brown. I want it to be like more clean looking and whatnot, but... See, this doesn't look brown here. I'm gonna go with the crazy. I know it's expensive, but... it looks a lot better. Also, I do need room, of course, like for houses and whatnot, which I guess will be on the perimeter mostly.
Whoa there. Your gardens are way too crowded at the moment. You need to make some more space before I can let you have this.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen. The game just doesn't give you much to work with. Okay, how about this? I just have one little spot like this. I don't think I have enough space for a second one. I don't think I really need a second one. At some point we might, like, I don't know, cut into this or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much, more water we're gonna need than this. So it's like I'm using all the space in the garden with this stuff. I don't know if I agree with that. It's polished, but it doesn't look very nice otherwise. The game expresses disappointment with itself. I like that. Oh, that's weird. I thought Leafos was the one who wrote these things, and yet that's in third person. How do you see the descriptions for some of these things? Can you actually... I don't remember where you can see blocks of the Tower of Sour from the index here. Anyways, okay, so next episode, water. In fact, kind of towards that end. I don't know why I feel like I should do this, but I want to be prepared for digging everything up. It feels somehow appropriate to have dirt. Whoops. Oh, we're going to dig stuff up next episode. And this I realize isn't really actually accomplishing anything, but for some reason I feel compelled to do it. I guess I just want to like be able to look at this and see like this is something that's under construction but well on its way. When I see like a spot, when I think of a spot that's going to be excavated in a minute, I think of it being like just a big mound of dirt like this. See, that crocodile was actually helping. What does that crocodile need to eat again, though? I don't remember. I should get whatever that crocodile wants to eat. Well, they need water, that's what it is. I don't know what else they have to eat otherwise. They did eat something at one point of mine, I think. I could try to do something at least a little bit more interesting here than just one big pool by also having smaller ones, but they're also interconnected like this. Thought that might be kind of cool. Honestly, I feel like this is actually one of the better ideas I've had for a garden, like one of the more workable ones, like almost ever. Which isn't really saying much since like I still can't put down nearly as much tile as I'd like here, but... Okay, so next episode, we're going to excavate all this stuff. Hold on. Again, I don't know if I really want grass around here. Maybe I'll turn it into sand. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to move my crustaceans over here or not. But anyways, this just happens to be here. It's kind of silly, but this was supposed to be like the edge of the pool, and then the rest of the pool would actually be around it, but oh well. I would like to have this part filled in the middle, but I don't know what to do here. We'll see. And one reason I wanted to have these tiles was actually because they'll actually delineate pretty well the things. They'll actually force the the water to like come across, like hit the hard corner in a fairly nice looking fashion. You'll still see some dirt, but oh well. Okay, anyways, see you next time. I'm looking forward to this.